Hello and welcome to the Chronicle Postgame Show alongside Meredith Cash. I'm Jack Dolgin. We're here after the Blue Devils get a signature victory, 72-65. It was the 1,000th game at Cameron Indoor Stadium. The Blue Devils lived up to the hype with a really thrilling victory. They were up by 11 at the half. Louisville storms back on 12 of 16 shooting to kick off the second half. It was really close. They were bartering back and forth. And then finally the Blue Devils come away at the very end. Talk about how they did it.
Yeah, so in the first half, it looked as though the Blue Devils were taking off and that Louisville wouldn't be able to catch up. And at one point in the second half, the Blue Devils had a 15-point lead, Jack. But down the stretch, Louisville really was hitting all of their shots, and I believe they started the second half 12 of 16 from the floor, and they just rolled through and managed to catch the Blue Devils towards the end. They reclaimed the lead for the first time since the first possession of the game, but ultimately the Blue Devils were able to pull it out in the stretch, and with some clutch scoring, they took home the win.
Yeah, we saw Brandon Ingram play very well of late. He got the ball and he delivered. Also getting the ball late was another freshman, Derek Thornton. Derek Thornton had this miraculous shot towards the end of the game. I think it was 30 seconds left, down or up by 6 points. He basically threw the ball up. The ball was rolling. It went in the hoop. Blue Devils got an 8-point lead, and they ran away with the game. And obviously, a big win for the Blue Devils, their third straight victory. And Coach K talked in the postgame about how he'll take this game and roll with it.
Yeah, he basically said in the postgame press conference that this was a big-time win against a big-time team. He said that this gives the Blue Devils a ton of momentum going into a pretty tough stretch in ACC play. But he did mention that he's pretty glad that the Blue Devils aren't playing until Saturday because the short bench as it is pretty banged up right now. We saw Grayson Allen right over here go dive for a couple of tough 50-50 balls, and Marshall Plumlee as well was beaten up on a few plays, and apparently Matt Jones as well. So he said he's very happy for the win. It's a great win and gives the Blue Devils a lot of momentum, but they have a lot of tubbing to do, as he said.
Yeah, and they'll take on number 7 Virginia right here at home this coming Saturday. So the Blue Devils have played Saturday, they play Monday, they play Saturday again as part of a 4-game gauntlet. After that, they take on North Carolina, and then, you guessed it, Louisville again in Kentucky. So the Blue Devils, all in all, will take the victory, 72-65, and they'll roll with it, playing again 2 more really tough games in this coming week in North Carolina. Alongside Meredith Cash, I'm Jack Dolgin. You can follow us at Duke Basketball on Twitter and at thedukechronicle.com for all your latest info on Duke basketball. We'll see you next time, Duke, Virginia, Saturday in Cameron Indoor.